Oscar night was a huge success for Asian and Asian American representation, with Everything, Everywhere, All at Once taking home 7 trophies, including Best Picture. 7 honors were given to the A24 Studios science fiction film, including Best Picture, Best Director, and 3 of the 4 acting awards. A middle-aged Chinese-American immigrant, Evelyn Quan Wang, and her husband Wayman Doan, and operate a laundromat. They had eloped to the United States and had joy 20 years ago. Evelyn's demanding father, called Gong Gong, Cantonese for grandfather, is in town for her Chinese New Year party, while Wayman is trying to serve her with divorce papers. After Evelyn reluctantly presents Joy's non-Chinese girlfriend Becky to Gong Gong as Joy's close friend, Gong Gong finally accepts the lesbian couple. Wayman's body gets invaded by Alpha Wayman, a version of Wayman from the Alphaverse, during a heated discussion with IRS investigator Deirdre Beaubier. Every possible outcome of a person's actions results in a new universe, as Alpha Wayman explains to Evelyn. In the Alphaverse, verse-jumping technology was invented under Alpha leadership. Evelyn's allowing users to access the knowledge, experiences, and bodies of their alternate selves by engaging in highly improbable behavior. Alpha Evelyn drove Jarbu Tupaki, Joy's counterpart in the Alphaverse, to verse jump extensively, shattering her mind and making her a threat to the multiverse. Jarbu can now verse jump and control matter at will, and he is simultaneously immersed in all possible universes. As a toroid singularity, her everything bagel looks like a black hole and has the potential to wipe out all of reality. Once Jarbu's henchmen descend on the IRS headquarters, Evelyn is equipped with verse-jumping equipment to help her fend them off. She finds alternate realities where she's a kung fu master and movie star thanks to her own free will. Wayman's intentions to divorce are also revealed to her. Despite being the ultimate failure of all Evelyns in the multiverse, Alpha Wayman thinks she still has what it takes to beat Jarbu, forbidding Jarbu from using Joy as a portal into Evelyn's realm. Alpha Gong Gong takes control of Gong Gong and orders Evelyn to kill her. However, Evelyn resolves to stand up to Jarbu and takes matters into her own hands by amassing abilities through extensive verse jumping. As Alpha Gong Gong thinks Evelyn's mind has been hacked like Jarbu's, he sends soldiers in pursuit of her. In the midst of the conflict, Jarbu tracks out Alpha Wayman in the Alphaverse and eliminates him. The mental fragmentation and eventual breakdown of Evelyn occurs as Jarbu enters her world and confronts her there. Evelyn's mind follows Jarbu's around through verse jumps to strange and different dimensions. Jarbu admits she has no interest in fighting and has been killing Evelyn's because she believes they are all wrong in their insistence that life has meaning while it doesn't. She tells Evelyn she wants to use the everything bagel to ensure their deaths are permanent, and she brings her there. Once Evelyn looks into the bagel, she is convinced to harm others around her in her alternate realities. Before entering the bagel with Jarbu, Evelyn pauses to listen to Wayman's appeals for peace and kindness in her reality. After having an existentialist revelation, Evelyn chooses to take Wayman's absurdist and humanist counsel and use her multiverse skills to discover what hurts and what makes the people around her happy. She mends her harm in alternate realities and renders Alpha Gong Gong and Jarbu's forces powerless in the process. Evelyn and Wayman make up in her home universe. She fills Gong Gong in on Joy and Becky's romance, and she has a conversation with Deirdre when Wayman successfully persuades her to let them redo their taxes. While in Evelyn's world, Joy is pleading with her to let her go. Jarbu chooses to go inside the tower by himself. Evelyn assures Joy that she would rather be with her than anywhere else in the multiverse, even if nothing makes sense. Jarbu is rescued from the bagel by Evelyn and the others, and Evelyn and Joy share a passionate kiss. After some time has passed and tensions within the family have subsided, they head back to the IRS office to file amended returns. Evelyn's thoughts wander to her several identities in the multiverse as Deirdre continues talking, but she quickly brings herself back to the present. I can see this film quickly becoming one of my top 10 all-time favorites. I may be a little bit partial because I am fascinated by the concept of the multiverse and the various interpretations that people give to it, but this film is truly close to perfect in every respect. There were numerous points where the film's success or failure would have been drastically altered by a different approach. I don't know how they did it, but the entire thing is so wildly chaotic and all over the place that it's impossible not to follow what's going on. And yet it's also fully grounded in reality and common sense that I think anyone could follow along without getting bored or confused. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is a film that doesn't feel rushed to tell a good, well-written story and isn't constrained by any stress to adhere to external influence. And I could go into great detail about how much I love it and how well they utilize their actors, budget, concept, rating, etc. But that would take literally all day, so I'm just going to say this. You can tell the movie was made by a group of people who were simply creating art and enjoying themselves while doing it. Do yourself a favor and see it if you, like me, were let down by Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and are looking for a joyful, emotional ride. It's a decision you won't come to regret.